All right, Detroit Lions pick up free agent CJ Gardner-Johnson. He was linked to go to Detroit the whole time. I don't know why he was drafted as late as he was. That's what I didn't understand about the situation. I don't know why he only got a 1-year deal. He had a hell of a year last year for the Philadelphia Eagles. I do know he outed the defensive coordinator for the Eagles, and maybe that's why stock dropped. But I mean, this is the best free agent pickup they had that I can remember since Golden Tate. Real talk, this is the best free agent pickup they had in a minute. So, this is my favorite. He's one of my favorite players coming out of draft out of Florida. Big hitter, ball hawk. Question is, where it leave Tracy Walker? Now, if I had to be a betting man, you know, I think you might see Tracy Walker going to the nickel. If I had to be a betting man, you might see him in the nickel. But check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. You go live or drop a video. Says Detroit Lions reportedly signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson to a 1-year deal. Detroit continues to fortify their secondary by signing C.J. Gardner-Johnson to a 1-year deal. It said Lions are adding even more firepower to secondary to signing both Emmanuel Mosley and Cameron Sutton to bolster the cornerback room of free agency. The Lions reportedly adding one of the bigger free agent pieces. According to Adam Schefter, the Lions are signing Eagles defensive back, I think, C.J. Gardner-Johnson to a 1-year deal per NFL Network contract worth $8 million, 6.5, which is guaranteed. Gardner's a versatile piece. He can play nickel, corner, and safety. Last year, he was tied for the NFL lead in 6 interceptions. He's also a familiar face to this regime. Gardner-Johnson played 3 years in New Orleans Saints alongside both Lions head coach Dan Campbell, defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn. Gardner-Johnson joins the safety group that includes Tracy Walker's recovering from a torn Achilles, who's already running. Kirby Joseph, who logged 4 interceptions his rookie season. The secondary, which was one of the worst units in the NFL last year, has suddenly taken a complete 180 and now might be considered a team strength, while Gardner-Johnson in the fold. Detroit's entire starting group, when the nickel defense could be very new faces. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see once Tracy Walker come back, what's kind of what the piece is going to be, because Walker can play some outside and inside corner too. People forget. So it's going to be interesting how they use them. I think Kirby Joseph is best kind of in the deep half of the field, a single high or something like that. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting, man. He can hit. I forgot he was in New Orleans with Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn as well too. So, I mean, I love this. It's my favorite pick so far. I kind of like more of the Cameron Sutton, and then you go to like I said before, they've done enough where they can go get Lamar Jackson. I hate to sound like a broken horse. They done enough. You gonna have a 6th pick. You still gonna have that 6th pick. You still gonna have that 6th pick, and you still can add another great pass rusher there. So they're doing some good things there, man. This was a good pickup. I mean, I guess his attitude possibly for throwing the Eagles defensive coordinator under the bus is maybe to blame for this. But yeah, I really don't know. So but yeah, to me, this was a good pickup. I mean, I don't really think they could have did better. Real talk. I don't even think they could have did in too much better, bro. This was phenomenal. And I don't know if they was waiting for him to kind of bring his price down or see what they was going to offer, but I mean, I don't know if it's his attitude or whatever, but you need some of them fiery guys there. Now, the only need they really desperately need still is interior linemen. So It's getting scary, man. I mean, if he get Lamar Jackson, I wouldn't have nothing bad else to say about Brad Holmes all year, even if it didn't work. But he in the cat. They can do whatever in the. They can do whatever in the draft. They can do whatever in the draft now. You know, he dealing. He dealing, bro. I will say he dealing, bro. He dealing. He dealing, bro. He dealing, bro. I will say that he dealing. He dealing like Verlander in his prime. You know, but yeah, I liked him coming out the draft, bro. A lot. I don't know if it's his attitude or what's possibly holding him back, but he was big time for the Eagles last year. So, you know, now it's just filling that interior lineman. I don't think you can afford to wait on. I don't think you can afford to wait on Levi and Zorky and see what happened with him. I really think the next perfect piece to fall would be them signing Jalen Carter, and hopefully he get his shit together and everything kind of fall in place there. And then it's just about gelling. Then that's what it's about. It's about gelling at that point. So, but yeah, man, this my favorite. This is my favorite pickup. So I mean, now they may still very well get a Christian Gonzalez. They could. So it's gonna be interesting. They may very well add another edge. They might add a known commodity, but I pray they smart enough to add Lamar. It's a wrap once they do that, bro. Niggas gonna be on prime time every week, bro. Every week. To me, it just make too much sense, but to a lot of people it don't. Garrett Goff is okay. He's snazzy. I'm like, man, I can't stand. I mean, he played well last year, but he played well in the past too. Shit, but hey, man, but they look good already. I just think they got to need a kick return. They got to need a kicker still. I believe they got to need that interior defensive lineman. I would say they would have a need at running back still. Somebody that could take the top off. But he's only 25 years old. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it got to be his attitude or something, dude. I mean, I know safety ain't an expensive position either, but this dude should be locked up on a multi-year deal with big bucks, bro. How good he is. He was good when he came out. So, I took him for my evaluations of him. So, yeah, I mean, he had 6 picks this year, 3 years before then. So yeah, maybe it's his durability, bro. That's what I could look at. 12 games, 11 games, 13. So that might be what it is. But hey, they doing well. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.